Please welcome Keiko Nevers, Senior Manager, Public Sector Technical Program Management.
All right. I am here with my whole entire bliggity black self. Okay, this is my first time on any keynote stage at a tech conference, first time at a tech conference, right? So I'm gonna need you guys to help me out because I might forget to forward my slides, I might go over my time, help your girl out, okay? All right, so my name is Keiko C. Nevers. I am a Senior Manager of Public Sector Technical Program Management for SentinelOne. And I am gonna be talking about my top 10 secrets to success. But before I get started, a little bit about myself, okay? All right, so I am Jamaican American, born and raised in Gary, Indiana, but I've spent 20 years in Virginia, big ups to the 757. I have a BS in management from Krannert Business School, might have aged myself there. Now Daniel School of Business at Purdue University, boiler up to all my Purdue folks in here. I'm a certified project management professional, professional scrum master, and a self-professing nerd, like some of my previous speakers. I have a master's in human services counseling from Regent University, which I use to be a life coach and also to mentor men and women professionally in my free time. Free time being the key word, right? I do a lot of community service with my historically black Greek letter organization, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. Big ups to the D9 that are in the room. All right, so let's get started. First point. Actions speak louder than words. This is a big one. It is imperative that you position yourself as someone who is easy to work with, accessible, punctual, amenable, open to compromise, able to disagree and commit. Do not be that stick in the mud person that is holding forward progress back for everybody. Don't let that be you. Tech is a very, very small place, and you have to protect your reputation. And I highly suggest that you remember some data about this. For everything that you do wrong, 9 people will repeat that. The detractors are going to tell everybody. But for everything that you do right, only 3 people are going to repeat that. So remember, be seen doing the right things, be seen fostering peace, and remember that your actions speak louder than your words. Next, we have always teach, always learn. We have to be lifetime learners, right, ladies? We have to remain teachable. Again, don't be the person who thinks they know everything. Nobody knows everything, ladies. I know that ego is a very tempting thing to engage in, but it's not where you want to be, right? So always teach, always learn. And honestly, when you teach, you reinforce the things that you already know, so it's a win-win for everybody, right? Always teach, always learn. All right, number 8, fake it till you make it. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm not gonna lie to you. Please bet on yourself. You see these ducks on my pickup here? It's my favorite metaphor because ducks are so pretty, they're so serene, they're sitting on top of the water, but underneath the water, paddling furiously. I don't know how many technical program managers we have in the room, but this is just where we live, right? Like we're trying to remain cool, trying to keep our stakeholders happy, but at the same time, we're behind the scenes making all the stuff shake, like making all the things happen when they should happen. I was promoted at SentinelOne in about 120 days. I was promoted to be a senior manager. Thank you. I actually just made a year this week on Tuesday at SentinelOne. And I believe a huge reason why I got that promotion was because I was cool and calm under a lot of pressure, right? And they said, you know what? I think you're a leader, you know? So ladies, fake it till you make it. All right, next, seek and share feedback. How many find feedback terrifying? It can be terrifying sometimes, right? But I want to give you a tip today. I want to admonish you that even when you're getting negative feedback and the neural response starts, you're feeling like, how dare you? How dare you say that about me? I want you to keep listening. Keep listening to what's being said because typically there's a modicum in truth in every piece of negative feedback. And in regards to positive feedback, and I've heard many people on the stage mention this particular thing I'm about to talk about, imposter syndrome. Positive feedback is kryptonite to imposter syndrome. And I want to ask you not to ruminate on the negative things that people say about you. I want you to ruminate on the positive things that people say about you, okay? Because that's going to be kryptonite for when the anxiety creeps in, you start to doubt your competence, other people start to doubt your competence, and you can think of all the fabulous things that people have said about you and what you have done as a woman in tech. So, seek and share feedback. It's important. It's the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so I'm going to go next to humor is a superpower. As you can probably see, I like a good kiki. I love a good joke, right? So if things start to go wrong in a meeting, things get a little tense, the people are not peopling well, right? You want to drop a well-placed joke in there, right? A little levity to kind of loosen up the tension in the room. It's a good skill to have, ladies, and if it's not something that you do have, you know, I understand. We all can be little low-key comedians. However, it's something that you might want to foster because when you're able to do that, you become known as a person who should be in all the rooms, right? So, humor is a superpower. Next, we're going to go to staying adaptable. Staying adaptable. Be willing to go down in order to go up at times. And I know it's like a bad word to say that to some people, but sometimes you have to be strategic. You have to play chess instead of checkers, right? Being promoted to senior manager at SentinelOne was scary, especially after a few months. I was like, what, me? Like, you're talking to me? You want to promote me? I just got here. It was very scary, but I had to remain adaptable. The team needed me, my company needed me, and I looked and I said, well, how is this beneficial to me? Because, you know, me first, right? I said, what's in it for me? And I said, oh, I can grow. I can learn more about cybersecurity. I can learn more about being a technical program manager. I can help foster the futures of other junior technical program managers. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So when you're still young, when you're still agile, and even if you're, you know, more of the seasoned sisters in the room, stay adaptable. Be willing to relocate. Be willing to take the lateral, even though you know you were qualified. Take the lateral anyway, and then let that be your jumping off point. Stay adaptable. Next, we have invest in yourself first, then others. You first. Save for yourself first. I'm gonna talk about money. I know it's taboo, but you'll survive. I'm gonna talk about money. Save for yourself first. When I onboarded to SentinelOne, my first thing that I wanted to do was set up my automatic withdrawal from my paycheck to my savings account. So I won't even be tempted to spend that money because I'm saving for me, I'm banking for me. And another thing I want to say about investing in yourself first, and please hear me when I say this is very important. Never, ever, ever give up your financial agency, ladies. I know we're living in a world that inculcates us to be externally focused, to be worried about everybody else and everybody else's thing, and to trust maybe where we may not need to trust. And I'm telling you, maintain your financial agency. I'm not saying don't take all the free things from all the people. I'm not saying that. I would never say that to you. But in the midst of your soft life aspirations, make sure that you can continue to pay for yourself, right? And take care of yourself, okay? And then lastly, generosity builds strong relationships. Avoid opportunism. Don't take advantage of people who seek to help you. Be reciprocal in that networking. See what you can do for them. So next, I'm going to go to build your support system. I'm going to continue my previous point into my next point. As you go around and you work at different companies, you have to have a support system that is removed from the context of what's happening at whatever company that you're working at. Your own personal board of directors, so to speak. Success is not a solo thing, right? It takes a village. Surround yourself with people you look up to or that you can partner with as you grow. For example, I have a mentoring couple. They are VPs in the tech space, but they work for other companies. I help them in their allyship. They are huge allies to women and underrepresented minorities, and they assist me in being acclimated to the tech space. I spent most of my career in telecommunications. So when I came to the SaaS, big tech, Silicon Valley, you know, whoop, whoop, space, I was a little lost. I was like, oh, this is different. This is a little bit new, right? And so they helped me to navigate that. So build your support system. Work with passion and purpose. We spend most of our working hours with our coworkers, right? And we spend most of our time working. So we want to find some modicum of passion. If your whole job is something you're passionate about, big ups to you, excellent. But if it's not, find the thing that lights you up, that makes you excited to continue to learn, that makes you excited to have breadth across your subject matter area and depth across your subject matter area. And you alight on that thing. You use it, you think about it in the morning when you get up and you don't want to go to work, and you're like, you know what? Because of this, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna clear the table today because I'm passionate about this, and it's gonna strengthen my resolve. Work with passion and purpose. Last but not least, as you can see, I'm over here sitting on the ground at Purdue University in the summer of 2022 for the centennial of my sorority, and I was prioritizing myself. And I want to admonish you today, today, to prioritize yourself. Center yourself. Protect your time and your energy. Become very familiar with boundaries. No is a complete sentence, ladies. And today, I want to personally give you permission to say no to anything you're not comfortable with, anything you're not interested in, anything that's being foisted upon you that you do not want, any glass cliff that anyone's trying to set you up on, say no and do not over-explain. Now, I get it. It might be your boss, so you might have to explain a little bit, okay? Don't get in trouble messing around with me, but you want to not over-explain, right? As the good people on the airplanes tell us all the time, put your mask on first. You're no good to your children, your loved ones, your family, if you are not around and you are not good first, right? So put your mask on first. Never relinquish your self-care. Get the massage, get the mani, get the pedi, journal, go to Pilates, do all the things, whatever makes you feel comfortable, relaxed, and ready for the next thing. Do not ever sacrifice those things. Prioritize yourself first. As I let you guys go, I have a call to action for you. It's very simple. If you were taking notes, and you want to continue to share this, I had a previous mentor named Kelly Kurtzman who shared this with me, or a version of this, in a career development program at a previous employer. And she said, continue to share this, refine it as you go through your career. I originally heard it in 2007. I have been refining it since then and sharing it with women on any stage that anybody will let me on, because I want you guys to have these keys to success, and I want you to do the same thing. So 2 things before I leave you. Keep being empathetic, capable, and competent. As a woman, this is our daily 24/7 resistance. And last but certainly not least, remember that the future of cybersecurity is female. Y'all have a good rest of your conference. Thank you to WiCyS for allowing me to be on the stage.